Hello everybody, my name is Star Wars Boy. How are you? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In this video, we're going to be continuing our Hero Guide series with the Bounty Hunter Bossk. Before I start the video, I was looking through my YouTube statistics and an extremely small percentage of you guys watching this video are actually subscribed. And that's a problem, so be sure to subscribe. It's completely free and it helps out the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Taking a look at Bossk's base stats, he has a base health of 600, which is pretty good for a character like him. His health regain is an outstanding 600, meaning that he can go all the way down to 1 HP and still regain all his health back. However, this does mean that he does not have any health on kill like the other heroes. His weapon is his Relby V10 sniper rifle as opposed to his assault rifle that he had in EA's first Battlefront. The damage per hit is quite good, dealing 45 to 126 to the body and 156 to 296 to the body when it's charged. As for the rate of fire, it is 100 rounds per minute and the drop of damage is decent, coming at 8 to 22 meters. Moving on to his abilities, his first L1 ability is called Dioxis Grenade and it has a 20-second cooldown. Bossk throws a deadly poisonous gas grenade that spreads throughout its certain area. The duration is 6 seconds, which is pretty good for a Dioxis Grenade. As for the pros, it deals a lot of damage. Unlike the Assault class's Dioxis Grenade, this one is amazing, dealing tons of damage. It also does a really good job of clearing out rooms. If you're at a stacked objective point, you can simply throw this down and either deal a lot of damage or pick off people that are already low. The final thing that it does good is that it actually regenerates health faster if you do have the Name Your Poison star card. If you throw the Dioxis Grenade at your feet, you will actually regenerate health faster. Now, I'm not sure if it helps faster without the card or the card just makes it faster, but it's a good thing to try in co-op. As for the cons, I'd have to say that there's none. This ability is really good and it's one of the better ones in the game. His R1 ability are his proximity mines and have a 20-second cooldown. Bossk throws out 3 sticky mines that detonate on proximity trigger, dealing a high amount of damage. The damage is 76 per mine. As for the pros, it does have good defense. They are hard to see as well. Usually when a Bossk is sniping at the back of the map or even close to an objective, he's usually going to place these mines down, as anyone that wants to go attack him is going to have to go through those high damaging mines. As for the cons though, they do have a slow arming time and only deploy 3 mines. The damage is good, however there are star cards that do increase the mine amount. His final middle ability is called Predator Instincts and has a 20-second cooldown. Bossk swipes out his sniper rifle for a micro grenade launcher and has thermal vision for a short period of time. The duration is 25 seconds and the damage is 80 per grenade. Now then again, those duration stats are only if you do not use it, as every time you fire a shot, that duration goes down. As for the pros, it does have thermal vision, which is an insane. It shows you heat signatures from all the way across the map in a close quarters situation, so thermal vision will help you. It also has a very fast fire rate and great damage. These are 2 factors that make this ability so good. As for the cons, I honestly couldn't think of one. This ability is by far his best one. Moving on to his star cards, these are 3 star cards that I personally use all the time in Galactic Assault. The first card I recommend is the Name Your Poison card, which is the card I mentioned earlier with his Dioxis Grenade. Again, it does regain more health per second when throwing a gas cloud down at your feet while regenerating health. The health per second goes from 15 to 30 with a maxed out star card. I use this card because Bossk's health regain is fairly slow to balance the fact that he can regain fully. So throwing this Dioxis Grenade at your feet will be pretty good. However, I guess you have to say that yes, throwing the Dioxis Cloud on your feet is a bit of a waste of an ability, as you can throw it in a hallway and get a lot more kills, but it will help you get your health up faster, so it is a good one to have. The second card I recommend using is called Ultimate Predator. Every enemy Bossk eliminates while Predator Instincts is active will extend the ability's duration from 15 seconds to 30 seconds with a maxed out star card. This star card is insane, as if you see someone using Predator Instincts and wonder how they have it still active after such a long time, they are running this card. Honestly, there's not much to say about this card. It kind of speaks for itself. It makes Predator Instincts longer for simply getting kills, which is what you're going to be doing with this ability anyway. The final card I recommend using for Galactic Assault is called Unrelenting Predator. For every enemy Bossk eliminates with the Predator Instincts is active, the recharge time of his other abilities are shortened. Now the shortage goes from 5% shorter to 14% shorter with the maxed out star card. I use this card and I think it goes really good with the other card I mentioned because both of them are using Predator Instincts and they are both benefiting your gameplay. The first one simply increases the duration and this one makes all your ability cooldowns shorter, so it's a win-win. As for heroes vs villains, I'd honestly recommend the multi-traps card. Bossk throws out 2 additional proximity mines that have a longer detonation radius. The radius goes from 10% more to 25% more. This one is really good as not only are you adding 2 more mines, you're also making the detonation radius longer, meaning that you'll be able to damage enemies at a longer distance. So it's pretty good. Moving on to his best maps, these are 3 maps that I personally feel like Bossk does best on. The first map is Jakku. The first and second phases are pretty spread apart, meaning you can get some really good sniper kills with him. Meanwhile, the third and fourth phase are pretty close quarter, making use of the Dioxis grenade and his Predator Instincts. Jakku's second phase has to be one of the most chaotic phases in all of the games, so throwing down that Dioxis grenade is going to clear a lot of people out. The next map is Crate. The first phase of Crate is amazing for snipers as everyone's poking their heads out and you can get simple headshots. The second phase is also a massive choke point, and so as the third phase, as you can simply throw your Dioxis grenade and rack up a ton of kills. The same thing goes for Camino, and I'd have to say that Camino is probably the best choice out of these 3, as Camino has not only 4 phases, but 4 phases that really adjust to his gameplay. The first, third, and fourth phases of Camino are all really close quarter, which make use of his Dioxis and Predator Instincts, while the second phase really helps his sniper out. Again, these are 3 maps that I personally use him on, and again, you can use him on any map, but these are the 3 that I personally do best with him with. Now moving on to some tips and tricks for Bossk, and I actually only have a few. The main one which I've noticed with my gameplay is that when you tend to stick near objectives with Bossk, you tend to do a lot better. Now I don't recommend standing in the middle of the objective as you have a bit less health and you are vulnerable to other areas. However, I recommend standing just outside the objective as you can spam all your abilities into that area. Placing mines right on the objective and throwing down a Dioxis to the entry point will really help you. Finishing off everyone in the objective with your Predator Instincts will rack you up a ton of kills. The next tip I recommend is honestly just using that Dioxis grenade whenever you can. Although I said the Predator Instincts is his best ability, this one is a close second as it's a really small ability which you can't really tell if it is what it is. An assault class can be using the Dioxis grenade, but it will deal no amount of damage close to this one, and so the enemy's not really going to tell until they see the damage they're taking. So using this ability in hallways like on Camino and the Death Star will really help you. The final tip I'd honestly recommend is to use the mines more often. Whenever I see gameplay of Bossk, I don't usually see people using mines whenever they can, and that's because they don't have that good range. However, again, simply posting them near a spawn or even putting them in the objective will get you a lot of kills. So that is going to be it for this hero guide, guys. We have 2 more hero guides coming out this week. That's right, 2. Tomorrow we'll be doing a hero guide on Chewbacca, following with the Saturday upload of Princess Leia. Next week, we'll be doing Captain Phasma and Finn, following up that with the final 2 hero guides of this entire series, BB-8 and BB-9E. Finishing off the entire series with how to get kill streaks with blaster characters. If you are looking forward to that, be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications, as you will stay up to date with everything I upload. Again, a small percentage of people that do watch this video are subscribed, so be sure to subscribe. It helps out the channel and is completely free. See you guys next time. Bye, and may the force be with you always.